box though. You run your mouth all the time, but you don't box though. I'm at that 979 at the box though. I'm at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the JVaz Show.
We're back. Oh, I guess I'm back.
I was waiting for him to do that. I knew he was going to do
Y'all
that.
were waiting for his weird shit every week. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the JVaz Show. I am JVaz. And I guess I'm JVaz.
I'm Ricky. What up?
What's up, players?
What's up, players?
He didn't even say I'm lucky. He's
I
just,
don't know, right?
what's up, players? So we're back again, man. After last week, if anybody checked it out, we're doing video again. Just a reminder, we're on YouTube again.
We are. I hope you liked all my sexy faces to the camera.
I apologize, y'all.
Yeah, I do too.
I really do.
I do too. I probably went over.
I apologize for the voice recording. I apologize for the video recording. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. So what's up, y'all? How y'all been?
Been chilling out.
Nobody wants to talk today.
Been fucking hot.
I saw the Solo movie over the weekend.
Yeah, the what?
Solo. Han Solo.
Okay.
Star Wars movie.
I don't want to hear about it. So you like?
No, I'm not going to tell you about it. No spoilers here.
Shit. Hot, bro. Been busy and been fucking hot lately.
It's cold in here though. Fucking.
Chilly.
It's a blizzard.
Chilly frost.
It's a little cold in
In
here.
Texas.
Well, goddamn. So, we got a pretty cool show today.
We're hoping so.
We'll be mixing it up. We're gonna split into segments this time since we're doing video. We got some cool little idea. Well, I got some cool little ideas.
That's the idea, man.
And we'll see if everybody likes it. If
That
not,
is the idea. The idea is to stay cool.
cool. If not, fuck all of y'all. Nah. So man, the first segment, it's Ricky's segment. The voice you guys are going to hear is brought to you by Ricky. It's called the Jesus Christ segment.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. So, I was, looking for funny stories or whatnot, and I found a story from a guy from Illinois. He won the lotto, 240 million. He won 270 million. So the first thing this guy did was he spent $275,000 on manure to get it dropped off in the front yard of his ex-boss.
That's crazy. How do you even get that?
That is
$270,000.
That is so petty.
The news report said that he told the company, "Hey, this is my house, and I need you to drop this off in the front yard."
I thought he was going to make some explosives or something like that. You're talking about manure.
And the people, they did their job. They went and dropped off $270,000, $250,000, whatever it was, 200 plus thousand.
Fucking $250,000.
Yeah, he spent that on fucking manure.
I wonder what the law would be around that.
Well, he got arrested.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, well, with the company as well. It's like, could the guy end up suing the company?
No, because I feel like the company's doing their job.
Yeah, but you're putting your job. You're putting something somewhere where you didn't have permission to be on that property.
Oh, I want to let y'all know we can't see y'all's faces on the videos.
My face?
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Because every time you're talking, you're leaving it this way.
I'm hidden behind the mic
They'll
also.
be okay. They can see my
I'm
face.
just letting y'all know. I'm sure people are okay with not seeing that ugly face.
I'm quite sure they'll.
That makes me.
make-
That makes me think of something. You know how like kids had the prank where they would like put dog dookie in a bag,
Yeah.
knock on somebody's door and light it on fire, and then you stomp it
You
out.
gotta stomp it out. Get doo-doo out.
Freaking whole
So-
fucking front yard,
fucked
dude.
up.
I've never had that done to me. Hopefully, good thing. But
This guy, see, this is why we need to activate the GoPro remote so I can show y'all this. But this guy, He looked like he didn't give a fuck he was getting arrested.
He was happy to get arrested.
He looked happy as fuck, man.
I mean, how long is he really gonna, like, how long are you going to serve?
Well, he got out later on that day.
I was gonna say he
because
probably
he's got
obviously-
bail money.
Obviously,
He just won the
200 and
lottery.
something million.
right.
Yeah.
But I don't think I mean, could you do something to the company? I mean, they're basically just doing their job. They told them to drop this off.
I think that they could because
They got paid for it.
Yeah, but still, like, I would think as a company, you would probably have to have permission to put, manure on somebody's lawn.
Well, I wonder if it was like in a residential area or was it out, you know what I'm saying, out in the boonies. And this fool's boss has like a fucking ranch, you know what I'm saying?
He spent it was over 20,000 tons of manure,
That's
$224,000. And you guys are gonna see the picture on the video.
That is-
Look at that guy's face. Does it look like he gives a fuck?
Nah, he's cheesing.
That's crazy.
That
Dude is
motherfucker
cheesing.
happy.
How do you even get that much dookie though, bro? Like, where the fuck did they conjure up all that?
Oh, there's enough dookie. You're talking about like all the cows that they have out there just in processing plants and stuff like that. Dude, you can get enough manure. Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. I bet his grass was green after that though.
Yeah, that little section. I'm sure that section. Which couldn't have been a little section. What would that even look like? I don't even know how to scale that.
54-year-old man, when asked by organizers what he would do with the money, he had simply answered, "Just read the news, you'll see." He was freed on bail a few hours after his arrest and told reporters, "Stay alert," claiming he had a few more pranks to pull over the next few weeks.
Damn.
Man.
No fucks given by this
it's
guy.
funny as hell, but there's a point of me that's like, man, you are so petty. You have $200 million. Like, let it go.
It was actually 125 million. My bad. I thought it was, but it's still a lot of
yeah,
fucking money.
125, man. Jeez.
And he just had to do his old boss like that. Apparently, his boss was an asshole to him, and
Yeah.
he felt like that was the way to go with it. I guess.
I don't know. I've never had a boss that was just insanely horrible. I've had a couple, I guess, when we worked at Berkshire Brothers.
Let's say you won the
Berkshire
lottery.
Brothers who?
I ain't calling nobody out. I'm just saying I worked there for a while, so just a couple that were they weren't bad. Just could have been a
What were you
bit
saying, Lucky?
nicer.
Let's say y'all won the lottery, man. What kind of petty prank would y'all pull off? Just not even just your boss, just like somebody you fucking
Yeah.
hated. Like you're like, fuck you. What would you do?
Oh, that's tough.
I'd try and do something really elaborate. It's gonna cost about $100,000 though. But yeah, something just crazy. Like if I had to rebuild something that looks like a portion of their house or
Right,
something.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I have to bring people into their house and mimic what their furniture looks like. And then they come home and all their furniture's out on the lawn or something like that. I don't know.
That's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
I know, but I mean, you put me on the spot. I'm sure this guy thought of that for a little while. I'm sure he had more than 2 minutes to come up with it.
Yeah. I don't know. If I won the lotto, what
Yeah.
prank will I pull?
I'd have to sit down and think about it.
I would
but-
definitely quit with fashion.
You know what?
See,
Quit fashion?
With fashion, like I would do some crazy shit just to quit my job.
Oh, okay, I got you.
See,
I'll show up to the podcast. Fuck you guys. I'm going upstairs. I'm going home.
We're gonna get paid for the podcast. You can still do the podcast. Then you'd have a lot more.
Oh, I would do the podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I was like. You can still. That's what I mean with DJ. And I was like, even if I won the lottery, I still might DJ every now and then. It's like, it's DJing. It's
I don't know.
I wouldn't work at a job. Like people who say that bull crap about, oh, I win like $100 million and stay at the job. I'm like, you are taking up someone else's ability to make money. Like, cause you could just leave. You got enough. You got like $100 million now. You just leave.
What would you do, Lucky?
If I won 100 million, man, I'd want to do something badass, but nothing that's gonna get me thrown in jail, or at least not for too long. Like I would like to blow somebody's car up, but I know they would try to fuck me with that one.
Hell, especially after you won the lotto, you about to lose everything you made.
Right?
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
That's why if you do a
Unless
prank-
you do a prank and you blow up their Camry and buy them a Lamborghini, I don't think they'll let it slide.
That's one of the things I was kind of thinking of too.
Yeah, they're like
It's
hey,
like,
bro,
if you-
it was a prank. This is what I got to make up for
If
it.
you mess up something with theirs, you could just buy them something
I think
better.
I would mimic, like this fool was talking about going in and the furniture and shit. Well, I would like buy their vehicle, like one exactly like it, and blow that motherfucker up and have them fucking tripping out, and it's like, that was mine.
Yeah,
Or I try and gaslight them or something like that. Like
I try to burn their house and burn their family, throw
Hey,
their kids
like
in the oven.
try and mimic their furniture and put like get their furniture and just put like smaller furniture or furniture that's like a little bit bigger than their other furniture.
Sorry,
Like,
guys. I don't. My head hurt. I don't even
Dude,
know
that
what
would be crazy. Think of if you went up in there, you just noticed and everything's just a bit bigger. Like
Jesus Christ. Sorry,
just
guys.
saying.
He's a little high right now.
I'm not.
He's thinking
I
about
am
small
not.
furniture and shit.
Small
I wouldn't do
furniture.
that.
He got $100 million to fuck somebody over, and
And he's
he
gonna
wants
buy
to-
them furniture.
No, but think of what you're doing to them. Like you're messing with
I don't
them
know if
on
the
like
mics are loud, but that nigga Ricky coming in loud, boy. Coming in with some force.
Turn me down a little bit. No.
Anyways, guys.
All right.
So-
think of how cool that would be. You would take their furniture, like you would mess with them on a psychological issue. You know what I'm saying? Like they go up in there, it's like this is all my furniture. It's just a little.
It looks a little bit.
Something's off.
It looks
Like,
a little bit different than what he
You know
used
what I'm
to.
saying?
I guess, yeah.
I guess.
I think that would be awesome, dude.
I guess.
I think you think it would be cool too. You're just not. I'm not explaining it properly, or you're not envisioning it properly.
I thought Rick was gonna say something like buy their house and then burn it down in front of them or some shit.
I was thinking about.
Burn it
I
down
did
in
think
front
about
of
that
them.
at first because you could buy them a better house, but at the same time, people got sentimental value in their houses and stuff like that. You can't necessarily just do that.
Anyways, moving on.
Anyways,
So earlier on Facebook, I asked the question about. We were supposed to talk about our purpose in life. However, we haven't got to record the guy that I'm supposed to bring on to the show, so we're gonna move that on to next week's episode. So then I asked
Think
Facebook.
about your purpose.
You're done.
you know what his purpose is? Get small furniture.
Get small.
Get small
My purpose in
furniture
life
to
is
screw
to
with
get
people.
small furniture. I'm sure, I don't know if y'all saw it. I didn't tag y'all on this one. I forgot. But it was, what do you guys think happens when we die?
You guys got to talk about this because I'm the agnostic. So
Oh, yeah, he don't got a soul.
I don't know, bro. Like when I think about dying and shit, I kind of think about reincarnation because I know we're energy and energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy goes somewhere,
yeah.
but I don't know where. You know what I'm
destroy
saying?
the energy.
So like heaven, hell, and all that. I don't necessarily believe in that.
Nutsack.
The energy of your nutsack.
Yeah.
What do you think happens?
They gave me a video. I didn't get to check out the video, but somebody said that's where faith in God steps in. I believe in eternal life after death, a good life with no pain, sorrow, no worries, no sickness, none of the bad things that we endure in this cold world. You just gotta believe it's real. I mean, I think what she answered is kind of like what we would like to believe.
Yeah, I would love for that to happen.
We would love for that.
Love for a heaven.
That's
too.
that would be the perfect thing that we would want. But one of my, I don't want to sound like Ricky either. I do believe in God, but there's a lot of questions here lately that I can't help but question it. So, what if when we die, everything that we believe, we find out it ain't real? Like, there's no God, there's no life after death. You just fucking die. Like,
Then it doesn't
like,
matter.
like movie's over. Like,
Then it doesn't
well,
matter.
obviously it don't matter. Don't get too deep into thought. I'm just saying.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
like it's in a perfect world. We want to die, go to heaven,
Yeah.
believe that heaven is real, go to God, whatever the fuck.
The higher power.
Yeah, and then the higher power. That's in a perfect world, so to speak. That's what people want to believe. But what if there ain't no such thing? Like, I think we just die and we just die. Like, movie's over.
You
That's what I think happens, but I'm okay with that because like you have you hopefully have a long enough life here, so you just enjoy your time here. Like that, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I fucks with that.
And like you be a good person just for the sake of being a good person, because it helps the world operate better when a mass amount of people are trying to be good people, even if a bunch of people are being insanely bad people.
This is
like
what
if most people are being good people, then it helps us function.
This is what
like
somebody
you're able
said.
to go to work tomorrow without fearing that somebody's going to shoot you in the head or something like that. You know?
I don't go to work with fear to get
Yeah,
shot.
I don't-
I'm not,
Exactly.
I'm not black.
Because most people are decent.
What if I forgot?
Hey,
What if so somebody posted this.
we're not in
Somebody
Chicago
said
or anything.
somebody said, "What if when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is the light to another hospital room? There we are, born, and the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from your past life, and you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything. As you grow to start to forget your past life, as you grow, you start to forget your past life and focus on the life you have now. But patches of your memory stay behind, and the memory causes deja vu."
Hey, I could
Because
go
I
for
mean,
that.
we talked about this on way in the beginning of
Yeah, yeah.
like an earlier podcast
we were talking about
dimensions and shit.
parallel dimensions and shit. I could
Yeah.
I could fuck with that. Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's ever happened to y'all.
I mean, I would say that you don't remember anything from the life before, because our
we
deja
don't.
vu comes, huh?
But, I mean, we don't. I was saying like deja vu. That's what the only patches of memory. Or
I would see it more of a reincarnation thing, maybe. Because when you're a baby, when you hit the light, the reason that you're crying is because you're experiencing all these senses for the first time.
Again, you're using like common sense.
Well,
Okay, we're just saying, what if? What if?
I'm sorry. I have to view things in a scientific
I know, but I
manner.
get that. But we're talking about what if. Like,
Yeah.
common sense tells you you're a fucking brand new baby, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Like,
What is this?
Yeah.
All your senses are
yeah.
popping off at one time.
Again, we're not talking
Jesus Christ.
what's really happening. We're talking about what if.
Uh-huh.
Going to that theory that you were just talking about that somebody posted. Have you guys ever seen like the pictures online of like somebody fucking like 80, 90 years ago looks like somebody that's in our present day?
Well, see,
I think
I
there's
have.
only so many facial structures.
but this is what I want to... Common sense again. This is what I want to ask. Have y'all ever met somebody for the first time right now?
Mm-hmm.
But they look so familiar, like you've met them somewhere else. But you've never met this person before. For example, there's this lady that works with us now.
Mm-hmm.
I had never met her. She's from Brenham. I don't know nobody from... Well, I know a couple people from Brenham now. But I don't know nobody that old from Brenham. And something tells me I've met this lady before.
Think of all the encounters that you've had in your life with people that you'll never remember.
Again,
This
hold
could
on,
be
hold
one
on.
of those people.
No, hold on. Time out.
Like somebody that you
Hold
saw
on,
in the
Mr.
grocery
Common
store.
Sense. Captain Obvious, hold on. No. Because let me finish explaining before you start assuming.
Yeah.
This lady reminds me of like a Mexican lady that I met when I was in elementary. She's white.
Yeah.
She's obviously not her.
Yeah.
It's not a casual encounter because she was Mexican in the valley. She didn't just turn white 10 years later.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be somebody that I just casually saw because
Yeah.
she was Mexican from when I remember her. She just
You
had that
remember a person
brunette.
who was similar.
Well, yeah.
What's
Again.
that word? Is it doppelganger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
When like somebody looks identical to
Exact
somebody
same.
else.
like-
Yeah.
Well, what they say? How many people are supposed to look like us on Earth?
6?
Is it?
Is it? I think it's
I've-
like
I've
6.
never heard of
You're
that.
supposed to have like
You
6
never heard of that?
doppelgangers all across
It
the
makes
world.
sense. It makes sense because there's only so many facial structures, so
Like-
you're gonna look similar. Like it's not gonna be exact, but it'd be like
if you're gonna be over here, you should move your mic over here.
I know. It's gonna be like a 95% match or something like that.
Because they had a picture of that lady from Australia that looks exactly identical like Donald Trump. Have y'all seen it?
No, I haven't seen that.
She looks. I don't even have the picture.
But Jimmy
no more.
Fallon does that a lot on his show, like Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show. So like they'll have pictures of people from back like 30, 40 years ago who look just like Jimmy Fallon. And then so they'll take like the costume that person was wearing and put it on Jimmy Fallon and be like, I don't know. What do you think?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I didn't. I mean, I didn't know. I don't watch. I don't watch the show. I mean, I've seen the show before, but look at this lady. I'll put this picture on the video so y'all can see it.
Oh, you know what? I think I did see that. I didn't know that was in Australia though.
Oh wow, yeah.
It looks like Donald Trump in a female version.
I thought it was a Spanish lady with fucking her hair dyed blonde, bro.
Well, I'm sorry, it's not Australia. You're right. She is from Spain. Spanish woman looks just like Trump. She's a farmer, so it's definitely not a Trump.
Yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense about, a few people would kind of look like you.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many facial structures. But as you were talking about that, like, I think deja vu is crazy, though. Deja vu is something that it is hard to explain. That's the one thing
Deja vu
I'll
is
say.
freaky.
Because there's this theory, and I'm not going to be able to explain it properly, but there's this theory that time, as the way we go through it, is only sort of an illusion. And everything that has ever happened, is happening right now, or will happen, is all happening sort of at the same time. So, like, I can't explain it properly, but like, if you wanted to look it up, they talk about it in the book Slaughterhouse 5, and
I remember this Slaughterhouse mixtape.
Man, Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
I don't even know if that's a mixtape. It just sounded like
Yeah, Eminem had a group called Slaughterhouse. But like, there was this book called Slaughterhouse 5 that they talk about in it, and like, there's a lot of highly prestigious scientists who actually believe that theory. It's pretty trippy though, but I mean, deja vu seems like.
See, deja vu is kind of like what I was trying to. That's what I was going for on my post.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what happens after we die? Is something, will we ever know the answer?
Yeah.
And again, they posted on there. I mean, I like what they posted. It's a belief. But again, that's a belief. Will we ever really know what happens? The answer is no.
That question right there, that's why I'm agnostic. Because I'm not saying that there's not a God or that there is one. I'm saying that, like, for the most part, that there's no way that you can possibly
There's
know.
no proof.
Yeah, there's no proof of it.
And see, and
Like,
even me being Catholic.
and if you wanted to, but
Fuck what I gotta say.
well, no, just real quick. I just want to finish on this.
Just real quick, guys.
Well, when you have something like the Bible, you can actually test something like that. So the Bible seems a little rough, but as to whether there is a God or not, like, I don't think we can ever know that. Like, you can't say that there's no God whatsoever. You could say that there's not this God or not that God, but you can't say that there's no God whatsoever. Go ahead. You being Catholic?
I'm Catholic, and I feel like sometimes I feel like there is no God.
Yeah.
It's just to believe.
Yeah.
Because
your
I would hate.
Catholicism is more towards agnosticism.
Yeah,
I think right now.
I would like to think that when I wake up, there's a higher power that's gonna help me through the day, make things better, and make my life better as a whole.
Yeah.
But then, does it matter? But if you put that into play, then does that also mean that it doesn't matter what I do or don't do? God's gonna do what God wants.
See, yeah, that comes down to
me.
That comes down to real deep free will thing.
Yeah, because I feel like if God's gonna want me, you know how people are like, "Oh, thank God I got this car." So does that mean that my hard work is being overlooked?
Right.
Because my hard work got me where I'm at.
No, I think so.
But hold on. One last thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this is going where you're saying. So sometimes I can't help but question: is it religion itself that doesn't make sense, or sometimes people just take it out of? We want to thank God for everything.
Bam! There you go.
The Warriors, thank God we won.
Yeah.
What, the fucking Rockets didn't pray for God?
Yeah.
Did God not like the Rockets?
Right.
Yeah. But I think what a Christian voice would say is, I want God to give me the strength to do it. Then I myself decide whether I do it or not. But it doesn't make sense.
What about when people say
there's a basic idea where
it's part of God's
sense?
plan?
Yeah.
So if it's part of God's plan, then fuck my plan.
How
selfish of God? How selfish of God, right?
Well, I mean, that's why it's hard to argue, because you come down to this whole thing about God's got a plan. But if God was so powerful, why not, you could structure a life in which everyone feels fulfilled or doesn't need to feel fulfilled and would be happy all the time. You could structure a life like that. Like, if you were this all powerful, all loving, and all knowing being, you could do that in theory. That's why it sort of breaks down. You know what I'm saying? The issue, the question that you're talking about is the issue of the three evils. Like it's God is all loving, all knowing, and all powerful. You know, if he's all three, then there would seem to be issues with like little babies being raped or getting cancer and stuff like that.
Was that part of God's plan?
Yeah, there would seem to be issues.
What
with
happened
stuff
to
like
your
that.
past is because God is trying to make you stronger for your future.
And if I wanted to argue from the Christian thing, I would say that who are we to argue God's plan?
Yeah.
But
here's my thing.
And it's such
this
an
is when common sense
absolutist
kicks
argument
in.
that I
Like,
have an issue with it. But I'm like, okay, whatever.
See, this is why I feel like okay, I believe in God, but I'm not gonna be blind by the fact that I believe in this God.
Yeah.
Because like what you just said is one of my biggest things.
Yeah.
When people die as part of God's plan. So why did God even put this kid on earth when he's gonna take him away a day later?
Yeah.
A newborn.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, is what God wanted to make the family stronger. What the fuck? Like, again, but then again,
Like,
I stop and think,
I know,
and I ask myself, again, is it God itself or is it the way people are putting it? Because
It's the
as
way
humans,
that people interpret God, because like the way that God was supposed to be interpreted at first had nothing to do with any of that. Like you would pray or something like that, but you wouldn't expect God to supernaturally help you or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
see,
Like you would hope that God gives you the strength, but you know it's.
I got a friend, Big C's. I want to bring him on the show.
Yeah.
Not only talk about his music, but obviously he went from making rap, hip hop, to Christian music now.
Yeah.
And he turned into his religious person. He posted a video and he was explaining why. And one time I posted something where I questioned God, and he sent me a message, and we kind of went back and forth. Mm-hmm. Everything he told me and showed me made sense.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, okay, you know, it's true. So I would like to have him on so we can go into a deeper detail with somebody that is more into religion than I am. Because, again, I'm Catholic, but I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
like, do I want to stay Catholic or do I just want to live without a religion?
Yeah.
There's me right here. I don't think about religion. I don't pray, and I think about a higher power, bro. But like I just think like energy's my power, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my higher power, because energy is and everything. So I'm like, fuck, that's the force that drives the universe that I think about.
Yeah.
But like you know how you were saying like Ricky was saying you leave the house and you might be afraid that you get shot on your way to work or whatever. Like I don't think about those things either. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to balance myself out to where I don't have too much of a negative energy to mess with my, you know what I'm saying, my
This is going to be my last comment on this because I
Yeah.
like what you said.
Yeah.
We saw a video, it's a documentary called The Secret. And it talks about energies, the kind of energies you bring to yourself. Mm-hmm. If you're a positive person and you're always thinking positive, that's what you're going to bring to yourself.
Yep.
With or without a God.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think of negative, like if you wake up and the first thought is, I'm going to have a negative, I'm going to have a bad day today. Today's going to fucking suck.
Yeah.
Then most likely today's going to fucking suck.
Yeah.
Because that's what you bring into yourself.
Yeah.
Basically on the video it tells you it's all about perspective, the way you look at things.
Yeah.
You can get a flat on the road. You want to be negative? Well, fuck. If it's not one thing, it's another. I got a flat. You can be positive. At least it's just a flat. At least I didn't wreck and kill myself.
Yeah,
Right.
I had a flat going to my gig the other day, and I was like, well, I haven't had a flat in a while, so it seems about due.
I was due for one.
Yeah, I was
So,
like, that seems about due.
That's my thought on that. Any last thoughts before we move on?
really quick about the flat, bro. I got a flat one day in the truck, and I was like, "Fuck, man, fuck that tire." At least I didn't fuck my rim up, and I was like, I didn't give a fuck.
But see, it's all about the way you look at things.
Yeah.
You can
Sure.
make a big
But-
negative deal about it, or
and to not diss on religion, because like religion does give you a sense of community. It gives you a sense of peace and love and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
feel
don't
the
wanna-
opposite when I'm around, like a religious congregate or whatever you want to call it, bro. I feel like hate and shit. That's why I don't mess with it, bro. Like I feel like everybody's there judging.
You're not part of their sort of collective mindset. If you're part of the collective mindset, like you get a lot of benefits from it. You know.
I guess.
I walk this earth alone.
I was saying,
Anyways, guys, moving on. We'll move on to the next segment. So moving into the music part of the segment. Check this out.
Baby se llama.
talent.
Oh,
I know what y'all thinking.
oh,
It has to be the Bieber fever.
Shout out to
oh,
Beats.
Eso es lo chirreño.
Look at the kid
You
in the
knew
back.
ya never, I knew you girl. Isapu never, in I be there. You are my.
Look at the kid in the
Man,
back,
you
though.
gotta have a good time. Cause you know you sound like, oh, he's gotta be honest with himself or he's crazy.
That was terrible.
I don't know what was worse, that or the diss tracks between Drake and
I thought they were okay. They stirred up a little bit of news, and Pusha T's got a CD coming out, and I haven't heard any of his songs from the CD. So
I haven't heard him either.
Infrared was the first one, so I was like, oh, they're beefing. What the hell is this song called? I had to look it up. I had to look up what the song was called. But like, if you're Drake, you can't win this, man.
why not?
Because you can't progress yourself. Like, it's hard to progress yourself because you're beefing down. Like, Pusha T's good. I like Pusha T.
But
don't
when's
get
the
me
last
wrong.
time you heard anything
But Drake?
relevant? Yeah.
But Drake, dude.
He replied to
Dude,
him on the
it's
same
like,
day.
it's Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Post Malone. Those are the
Post
top
Malone
three.
trash.
Oh.
You don't like Post?
He sells at least.
Oh, he sells. Yeah. I mean,
you
again,
gotta say he's a top rapper. though.
again,
I wouldn't call him a top rapper either, but he's
you
I like
sell,
his
you
music.
sell, whatever.
I think he's a top rapper.
I
Whether
haven't heard
he's
a song that I
lyrically
actually
a top
like.
rapper. I don't know.
I personally haven't heard a song of his that I like.
I like him. I do. I enjoy him.
What's a good song?
I like it. I like his song called "Stay." I like "Rockstar." I think it's pretty good. I
Rockstar.
like "Congratulations." I like he's got
White
got a
Iverson?
new- yeah,
Dude.
White Iverson.
I feel like it's just hype behind him.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't think hype would have taken him this far.
Oh,
Like
it
had
would.
no, I don't
Yeah.
think so. Oh no, I don't believe so. Cause
You see how you see how far hype took Soulja Boy?
hype didn't take Soulja Boy that far. That was a fun song. People like that song. They
It's hype
still
behind the
That
song.
song sucks.
dude. People like that song.
The quality fucking
It's not
sucks.
hype behind the song. Like there's okay. So it's kind of like whenever there's
Ricky
like
gets mad if we don't like what he likes.
Right.
No. I'm
mad,
trying to, no. I'm trying to explain it. So it's kind of like a popcorn movie, and like a Academy Award winning movie. That's how music is as well. You know what I'm saying? Like Soulja Boy is not technically gifted. He's not like a Kendrick Lamar, or J. Cole, or anything like that. But he's still very like he still appeals to people.
I wanted to play clips of the song, the
Yeah.
diss tracks, but YouTube would not allow us to have it on there. Now that I remember,
I don't want Drake
Not even
dropping
commenting
a diss
on
track on us too.
I don't think so. I tried
We
to
should
put
drop
some,
one. We should drop one on Drake
I try to
get the name of the podcast.
Sorry guys, I tried to put some
This
little
fool, did he just say that?
yeah.
like if we need Drake.
What
Who is Drake?
Just to get the name of the podcast out there, I'm just saying.
the JVaz show? This is Drake.
Right. Drake gonna be like,
He's gonna send us an invoice.
yeah. So
No free promo.
yeah, I just remembered. I really wanted to
Got me
play.
beaten down in these fools and
I really
down.
wanted to play it, but we can't. So whatever, y'all check it out, I guess. But anyways, so I feel like that's what hip hop needs though.
A good beef.
A good beef.
Yeah.
When's the last time we had a good beef?
Oh, they need a real good beef, like what was that back in the day with the Eminem and 50 Cent and that I
Fat
forgot-
Joe and 50
Yeah, I
Cent
forgot
versus
what the heck
everybody.
was it. Yeah,
Right? Everybody.
yeah.
50 Cent versus everybody.
When they dropped that
boy.
Hail Mary diss track, oh man, they need something
Tupac,
good like that. Yeah.
And Biggie going back and forth.
They need that, but like somebody, like people died.
Right,
That one.
right, people died.
Yeah. You lost like
well, yeah,
Tupac
yeah,
and
yeah.
Biggie at like
I'm not talking about the
Mid-20s,
death part. I'm just talking
early
about
20s.
something that goes that hard
yeah.
back and forth, like
Yeah.
where you actually look forward to hearing the diss track.
You know
Yeah.
what was? You know what's a good one? Fuck J Cole. Fuck J Cole. Fuck J Cole.
What?
Who dropped that diss track?
That was fuck. What's that fucking dumbass's name? He got that Gucci Gang, whatever.
Lil
the fuck.
Pump?
Yeah, Lil Pump. he dropped a track that literally says "fuck J Cole" throughout the whole fucking thing.
Really?
But see,
Yeah.
Lil Pump talented though. He better than Post Malone in my opinion.
Oh man!
I knew it.
He's just trying to stir it up, but
No, but all
I
bullshit
like
aside.
Lil Pump too, though. I
All
like
bullshit
Lil Pump.
aside.
I like his skating.
I don't listen to none of the new music.
I listen to it all.
And I've been told how good Post Malone is. I'm not saying he's not good.
Yeah.
Again, you said he sells. Badass if he sells.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I just don't find nothing impressive though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's weird.
Yeah.
I think the last person that I actually found it was. I mean, I'm not even a fan of Drake. You know this because Drake came out when we used to work at Brooks Brothers, and I would tell you like Drake is not even that good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but then
I love
I can't remember
Drake,
what
though.
song he put out, and I liked it. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is how his delivery is. And I've been trying to give Post Malone the same kind of
Props.
attention as far,
Yeah.
listening to his music. Like, okay, maybe I'm missing something here.
Yeah.
I personally, I'm not impressed by none of his music.
Yeah.
I like that
like
fool's
it.
music, and then that fool's weird in a cool fucking way. So it's like, damn, that's fucking cool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen his videos when he sings live. It sounds dope. Seen his videos when he's talking to people and shit. He looks like a cool person. I'm not hating on him.
Yeah.
I just personally haven't heard anything that I like.
Yeah.
You like Rich Chigga, huh?
Who?
Rich Chigga?
don't
I
know
like
who that is.
I like Lil Tay.
Lil
Should
Tay?
be reckoned.
Oh,
You like
Lil Tay?
Boy.
Hey, speaking of Lil Tay, did y'all see the video where they're telling her mom's telling her she's nothing like this. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
She's not crazy like this.
Yeah. I have no issue with this little girl.
And then Lil Tay says,
really
hold
don't.
on. And then Lil Tay says, she's like, well, I think people are just hating on me because at 9 years old, I've accomplished so much. And the reporter's like, wait, but you don't have the money you claim to have.
Yeah.
What have you accomplished? She's like, well, at 9 years old, a lot more than some people have. And then reports came out that one of the houses, she was like, I just bought this $1 million house.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Her
Yeah.
mom lost the sale. Her mom's a real estate agent.
Right.
And she was trying to sell that house and recorded Lil Tay claiming she just bought it.
Yeah.
The owner found out that, hey, that's my house. So that lady lost the listing and probably lost her job.
Jeez.
Did you guys know how the owner knew it was his house?
No.
No, huh?
By the toilet?
No.
I swear to God, look
Really?
this shit up.
Is there some kind of special toilet in there or
I don't
something?
know. He said when he saw the recording, he's like, wait a minute, that's my toilet.
Man, I done seen this toilet a few times.
Yeah, this toilet done seen someone.
This on
She
chilling
was saying,
night.
I'm Lil Tay. I'm 9 years old, and I've been moving bricks since I was 6.
What the fuck? She said that
Yeah,
for real?
bro. Yeah,
Did
she
she say
said that.
that?
I was like,
Moving
what
bricks?
the fuck?
I think she's funny. And even if she doesn't claim to have the money that she, claims to have, I guarantee you she made some money.
I get it.
She's
It's not
benefited somehow.
like Rick Ross has every
Yeah.
car that he mentions.
Yeah.
Sure, he can afford it, but he don't have them.
Well, look at Donald Trump. There's a story.
Hey, don't
out
talk
there.
about my uncle.
There's a story out there, dead serious, about Donald Trump lying to get himself on the Forbes top 100 list of richest people, and like they called the person that they listed as like his the person who was looking over his financials, and Donald Trump faked his name to be someone else to say that Donald Trump.
Well, we're going to talk about Donald Trump
Yeah.
here in a second. We kind of got off topic, though.
Oh, yeah.
Back to
Yeah.
the diss track. Drake, Pusha T. Your thoughts?
I like the Drake track.
Better than Infrared?
Yeah. Infrared was good, too, though.
And
Look,
the Instagram post made it,
That's what
because I hadn't
threw
heard it.
overboard.
And he talks about, at the end of the song, he talks about it, I'm going to send you an invoice, blah, 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 for
Yeah.
the promotion and attention, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then on Instagram, Drake posts the whole invoice on there for $100,000
Yeah.
for promoting Pusha T. I was like, oh, I think that's why I liked it.
That right there is the reason why, like, I'm just not invested into this diss track. Like, it just seems like Pusha T, like, Kanye West has been doing a lot of talking recently, and Pusha T's right around Kanye West, so I just think that...
Yeah, Kanye been acting weird as fuck.
Well, I think he's just being outspoken. But, like, he's been doing a lot of talking, but I think the main reason he's doing it is because he's got his own CD coming out. He's got Pusha T's coming out. He's got one with Kid Cudi coming out.
That's going to be dope.
Yeah, and so that's the reason I think they're doing it. That's why I'm like, That's why I'm like, he's just going at Drake because like he's just trying to get his name out there and stuff like that. I think that's what he's doing.
What's Kanye been doing? Because I haven't really kept up with.
Well, Kanye first. It all started when he put out a video wearing a "Make America Great" hat again, doing like a little freestyle or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he put out a song with T.I.
Yeah.
Where basically T.I. is telling him like, "What the fuck are you doing wearing this? Supporting Trump?" And they just kind of go back and forth on their
And
opinions
he
on
has
Trump.
a lot of friends. Like,
And that was on the song?
He had like a lot of friends like Ava DuVernay and John Legend and stuff like that who've been very vocal against Donald Trump. And like it just shocked. I guess it shocked them all that Kanye West came out and
But anyways,
supported him.
back to the Pusha T and Drake, because we're off on this bitch again. Y'all wanted to talk about it, and y'all
Good
can't stick
sidetrack.
to the.
We've been talking about it. It's okay to get sidetracked.
So, Pusha T didn't reply, huh?
No, Pusha T started it.
I'm saying, but he hasn't replied back.
Not that I'm
I
aware
don't
of.
think so.
I think I
don't
read
think
something
that's
that like, man,
a
if that fool don't
Duffy
release something by
freestyle.
Memorial Day, he's done. And
Probably is done. I mean, what can you do to Drake? What can you say to Drake?
People were really talking about it for Drake and Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? People were really into that.
Mills
beat.
took that L though.
yeah, big time.
I guess he did. Like I kind of liked Meek Mill's rap.
I mean,
though.
I like Meek Mills, but he took the L versus Drake.
I
What'd he
guess.
say?
Like I think Drake won that one based off of being Drake. That's how I think.
Based
Drake
on
won
telling
that one.
them the tour, is it selling
Right,
because
right.
of you or your girl?
Is this your tour or
But
is it
they
girl
talked
tour?
about something about somebody peeing on Drake or something like that in that song. I don't know
I
what the heck
remember
he
that.
talked about. Like, yeah, I don't know. Meek Mill went pretty hard on his. I kind of liked his. The whole Undertaker theme song and stuff like that. And I think he did a pretty good job.
It's just a
with
nerd talking about wrestling. Oh, he put wrestling shit on it. Fuck yeah, it's my guy.
That's it, bro.
This is my guy.
That's it. I'm not saying that Meek Mill won, but no, I think he did a good job with it though. I don't know. I think he did all right. But like if you're Pusha T, in order to win at the same time, like you gotta, like I think you gotta really be good, and then like you gotta be as good as Drake, and then a little bit more too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going after Drake.
I just don't think
Drake's name is
right
out
now.
there.
You don't stand a chance versus Drake.
Yeah, I don't think anybody stands a chance against Drake right now. I don't think it. Maybe like a Kendrick Lamar or something like that, but like, man, I don't know about anybody else. Like, I don't. Yeah, I think everybody else is dead on arrival.
Yeah. Any last thoughts?
I
on
was
this?
gonna say, you know, it'd be crazy if Wayne versus Drake, but I don't think that would ever fucking happen.
If they had it falling out, I don't know if Wayne could come at Drake right now though. Like, he's been cold for a few years. Like I like the couple of his songs that he put out, but
I haven't heard anything.
they're not catching. Yeah, they're not catching fire or anything like that. So he's been a little cold in the public eye.
In the
so
last what?
What about J. Cole versus Drake?
I don't think J. Cole could either.
You don't think so?
I think J. Cole's really good, but like Drake has a thing where like he can also appeal to people who like technical lyrics as well, and he's also mainstream.
What about
Like kind of like Kendrick Lamar. So that's why those like I don't know. J. Cole.
what about Banks and Drake?
Oh, I forgot about Banks. Yeah, Banks could take Drake.
I mean,
Banks could take Drake.
as far as
bro.
names go, they're both up there.
Bangs will take Drake to the
lyrics?
movies, bro.
And then take him back to the ghetto.
Take me back to the ghetto. Yeah, I don't want to live here no more. Take me back to the ghetto.
Look him up, Bangs.
Yeah. Any last thoughts into this?
Nah, I think we talked about this pretty weak.
All right.
Diss.
So look up that post on the invoice. It'll trip you out.
Yeah, we'll post it right here. Fuck it. So this next episode, Ricky might like it. It's a segment called
What the Trump?
What the Trump? So what has our president been saying lately? What the fuck has he been doing lately? Before we talk about Trump, let's talk about this new NFL policy though.
Uh-huh.
The NFL policy now has it to where players can no longer take a knee. If they want to take a knee, they have the right to stay in the locker room.
If they want to protest.
If they want to protest, yeah. If they protest in the public eye, their team will be penalized 15 yards, and they will also be fined. Before we move on to Trump, your thoughts on that?
I wonder how that's gonna play out when the season starts. Like if somebody's gonna go ballsy and say "fuck it," out. You know what I'm saying?
The Jets owner say he stands behind his players. If
Yeah.
he's willing to pay that fine.
Tight. That's tight. How do you guys feel about that?
How do you? I want to get y'all's comments before I say something.
I think it's just goofy. Like I don't like the NFL bungles this stuff up so much, man. Like, had you not said anything about it, I think this was kind of going away.
Right.
Like, I don't think people were really giving a crap about it. Like, you would have had a couple of people kneeling, but for the most part, like, I think it was going away. It was kind of like when Trump came out and called the players, like, these son of a bitch players or whatever, when he riled people. Which,
Kick those
rightfully
sons of
so, he
bitches.
shouldn't have said, which he shouldn't have said that. Like, you don't want your president saying that. Like,
You want your president to be a little more mature than what Trump is.
Right.
on many topics.
I mean, on basically everything.
Yeah, on many topics.
And here's my thing. Anybody that's watching this and might hate on this, the reason people hate Kanye West is because he's outspoken. The reason y'all motherfuckers love Trump is because he's outspoken.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Kanye West is not our president. Just keep that in mind.
he's not. But what I was saying was, like, it was kind of goofy. Like, whenever Donald Trump came out and called them, like, son of a bitch players, like, from a year ago. This was, from
when everything first started.
Yeah, when everything first started. Or not even when everything first started. That's what I was going to say. Like, whenever Donald Trump came out and said that, like, the kneeling topic had started to really simmer down. Like,
he stirred the pot a little bit more than...
Yeah, he came back up in there and was like, hey! Like, he came up in there, if you love your mama, put your hand on the hot dog stand and got people to start fighting a little bit more. So,
see, I had a buddy...
And that's what the NFL did with this one, because now you have a couple of players coming out and saying that they're going to boycott the NFL. They want to sit out until, like, Kaepernick and Eric Reed get signed, which I'm like, you're not gonna have enough people.
Probably move the mic down.
Yeah,
because you can't see your face at all on the camera.
Really? I was like, you're not gonna have people. It's okay. Nobody needs to see my face.
No, it's not, because it doesn't look right. We're not trying to look like we don't know what we're doing.
Do we?
So I had a buddy that decided he was gonna boycott and not watch any of the games last season. He's like, I don't give a fuck about the NFL now, and I was like, the media played a big part in this also, because all they had to do was not film the players.
Since when do they show the national anthem part?
Yeah.
The games don't start till afterwards.
Yeah. Well, the only reason that they did is because it became a big deal.
The only time they show the national anthem normally was on Sunday night games, Monday night games.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a regular Sunday, they don't show it. Well,
And
now
even
they do.
before, what was it? I might be getting this wrong, but 5-10 years ago or something like that, like, they just didn't do the national anthem all the time before the game. Like, they started that, you know what I'm saying, about 5 or 10 years ago, and now people are like, oh, well, we can't get rid of this and blah blah blah.
My thought of this is,
see, I wouldn't kneel myself.
Fuck what I think.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, that was me being wrong. I'll say.
Go ahead.
I'll say.
Go ahead.
All right, my whole thought is, like, I wouldn't know myself, but I'm okay with it.
I just saw this motherfucker move the mic and he puts it back where he had it. Look, it's back on.
No, it's down. It's down. Because it was up here.
It's still, like, right here. Anyways, guys, we'll just have to put a smiley face on him or something. My thought of this is, I support the idea of them protesting. That's badass. But right now, it seems like we're just, the NFL players and the NFL and Trump or whatever are acting like two little kids right now. They both want to be right, and there's not shit getting done.
Right.
We're both pulling our fucking pillows. This is my pillow. No, this is my pillow. And nobody's getting the fucking pillow. So my thought is, look, if I was a football player, I'd be like, look, guys, we're obviously not moving forward with anything here. All we're doing is...
I disagree.
Hold on. If you let me finish explaining...
Yeah.
Let me finish explaining.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're not getting nowhere with this. It's they got all these rules now to where they don't want to see us protest. Let's try a different approach. Because obviously, this was not even intended to disrespect the military. This was not intended to disrespect the flag, the anthem, none of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
People don't even know why they're doing it no more.
Well, if you don't know why they're doing it, then you don't want to know why they're doing it.
Oh, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like people are like, oh, that's not what they're doing it for. Look, let's try a different approach.
Yeah.
If this is not going to work and they're trying to, silence us this way, let's do something different. Let's do this or whatever idea they might have. They can still get their point across without taking a knee during the anthem. Maybe like soccer players, after they score and they got that shirt with the message underneath it.
Right. I wonder if they could
Something
do
different.
something like, I know it wouldn't get as much attention, and I don't know if they would feel like it's doing anything for them, but something after the game in the middle of the field or something, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah, like something that will still get televised, still get the media talking, but no longer sitting here arguing back and forth like, oh, you're disrespecting the flag. No, I'm not. You are disrespecting the flag. I'm kneeling for, injustice, for black people or, minorities, period. No, you're trying to disrespect military. It's, okay, you know what? If that's what you think, let's move on. Let me do something else that's not during the anthem and still get my point across.
right.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I'm trying to
That's a good
say.
point.
Like I get it. They are getting the attention. That is, it is making a movement or whatever. It's got the media going.
Yeah.
But are they really doing? Is it really making any difference right now? Because right now it's just Trump is right, football players are wrong. Football players are right. Trump is.
It's just controversy.
The message that we're trying to get across is it's lost in the bullshit between Trump and them right now.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right about that. That's what I was saying. Like, I wouldn't kneel. And it's not because, like, I don't think that there's injustices that happen. It's just because I think that kneeling during the anthem, like you said, brings up more of an issue. Like, people aren't trying to hear that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want you kneeling during the anthem. They want you standing during the anthem to pay respect to those who served in the military and those who passed away. So
Who was that somebody posted on Facebook? Somebody, a public figure, said, I hope if they're going to do that they stop sales at the concession stands
I seen that.
during the anthem also, because who's
yeah,
buying a $10 beer
That's
and $9
that's a
fucking
real
hot
good,
dog?
That's a real good idea. Because that's what I'm wondering. For these people who are mad about people, like, kneeling during the anthem and not standing up and showing proper respect, I'm like, are you at home? Like, while the anthem is being played?
Right. Are you
know what I'm
standing up
saying?
right now?
Are you standing up with your hand over your heart, with your hat off, and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that, I'm like, how... I don't know. It's
Probably
just-
chugging a fucking
it's
beer.
just, it's just such a childish thing. It's just such a childish thing to get mad about, really.
Again, we're just
I don't
fighting
know.
on. Nobody wants to have the discussion. Everybody wants to be right, but nobody wants to have the discussion of why they're taking a knee.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just want to be right.
Yeah.
Both ends.
Yeah.
I want to be right for why I'm saying, no, you're wrong. But they're not meeting halfway and actually talking about it. Like, at least nobody's really willing to do that.
Yeah.
They go to court and all these little bullshit hearings. They gave them, like $200 million or whatever the fuck they gave to supposedly help communities with social injustice or whatever.
Yeah.
But
200 million, I'm sure that helps out a few people.
I mean, money-wise, it does.
Yeah.
But people were saying, like, that's hush money.
It is.
Like, here's your money and shut the fuck up and stand up.
It is.
Stop taking a knee.
Because the thing that the NBA does so well is the NBA has this exact same policy that you have to stand up for the anthem. You cannot kneel. But the way that the NBA gets away with it is because, like, whenever these injustices happen, like, the NBA back minorities more often than what the NFL does. Like,
So
the NFL doesn't seem to have their backs. So that's why
That's why
the
it's
NBA
becoming a bigger deal.
Yeah, that's why in the NBA they have the same rule, but people don't care about it.
One of my
They're fine
friends
with it.
said, taking a knee, he doesn't agree with it. He's like, nothing. What are they getting out of it? Nothing is getting out of it. Then my thing was, okay, so what do you really get out of wearing pink in November for breast cancer awareness?
Yep.
Or it brings attention.
Exactly.
That's what the food players
That's
are trying
what
to
they're
do.
doing. It's
Right.
That's they're
symbolic.
trying to bring attention.
Yeah. They don't think that these things have changed.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
all
that's
all
what-
lives
that's what
matter.
would be their
Well, all
argument.
fucking kind of cancers matter.
Yeah.
What if they did, like...
That's exactly how that works. When people say all lives matter, I'm like, you don't seem to understand the argument.
Yeah.
Like, so they got the pink uniforms and whatnot for cancer awareness. What if they did, like, black uniforms throughout the league for...
And they have the jerseys, the blackout jerseys,
Do they have black
but they don't
jerseys?
use them to play.
See, I didn't know that.
There's no meaning behind it. They just have the black jerseys, but they're not willing to say.
If they were to just do that for like a...
But somebody will come out and say that's racist using black jerseys to
Right.
talk about black people.
That's why I think that you...
It's
like,
just it's so
you
hard
might
right now because
still
everybody's
have-
getting
you
offended over
might still
everything.
have an argument from Donald Trump about them addressing these sort of things.
So
And then
Donald
it
Trump-
becomes like a league versus like the cops type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So now that we talked about this issue, Donald Trump comes out and says that's not enough. He said people should not go back to the locker room if they want to protest, and if they do, then they should get deported.
Yeah.
That's what Donald Trump said.
Yes, he said maybe they should leave this country.
Maybe,
if they want to
my
protest.
bad.
I was like, what the hell? Like, typically, I'm trying to reel back, like, cause I'm a left wing guy, but like I'm trying to roll back, like left wing people trying to say that Donald Trump's racist all the time and all of these things like that he says is ridiculous. But that one, I was kind of like, that's. Oh,
this is
don't
what
really
he said.
Want your president saying that.
This is on quotes. You have to stand proudly for the national anthem. You shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there. Maybe they shouldn't be in this country. The NFL owners did the right thing. And again, there's some teams that are
non-violent protest, and this fool is saying maybe they shouldn't be in this country.
There's some teams that are. At least the only one that I know that came out and actually put out a statement was the Jets owner.
Yeah.
That he's like, we respect the rules, but we stand behind our players.
Yeah.
Because you got to be smart.
Yes.
These back plays are making you millions.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, I'm sure we can find white players. I'm sorry, white people, but you're not that exciting. You're not that fucking good.
I would watch football from just white people. I would.
Of course you would. Your last name is White.
But that's the same
I'm going to put a little clan thing right here on the video when you said that.
No, but I'm just saying what Donald Trump should respect is their ability to. I think I pulled the.
Go ahead.
I may have pulled on the
Go ahead,
headphones.
you good.
But what Donald Trump was saying on his thing was like excuse me, this whole, I pulled the freaking headphones so it fraggled me up a little bit, but you don't even have to agree with them, but you should give them the right to do what they want to, and as long as their protest is nonviolent, I don't have an issue with it. Like I've said on the podcast before, like we'll go to concerts and like these Westboro Baptist Church, like those are the guys who go out and they'll protest like soldiers' funerals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they shouldn't do that. But like I have a hard time like throwing them in jail and telling them that they can't do that. It's just because it's something that you shouldn't do, but I don't know. Human beings ought to have the right to protest. Like a lot of people, a lot of good has come from protest.
I see what you're saying.
So sometimes you got to allow people to do stupid shit to protest if they want to protest.
But
that's what
I'm about to say. When Kaepernick, wasn't getting signed, and then Reed,
yeah,
like I get it. I mean, I'm with them. There's bullshit that they're not getting signed. People are like they don't have the talent. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Have
you seen some of the quarterbacks in the NFL?
I think if the teams would just come out and say, we're not signing him because we don't want the attention that's going to come with it.
Yep.
It will be a lot less smoother than, oh, he doesn't have talent. Because now you're hiding the reason of why you're not trying to sign him.
It does,
right.
but I think the reason that they don't do that is because it's legal.
Of course.
Yeah.
But again, it will be a lot smoother. Now, with protest, I'm cool with it. But that one time they were protesting where they were shutting down the freeway, that's fucking stupid.
I'm going to run your ass over.
Yes. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But,
Yeah.
dude, just because you don't give a fuck about your job right now,
Yeah.
doesn't mean I don't.
Like I got stuff
somewhere to
do.
be.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
Go protest. Go stand in the parking lot of the fucking
Yep.
NFL president's block him.
Yep.
Right.
He's the one making the rules.
Right.
Yep.
I'm just minding my fucking business, supporting your ass, and you're blocking me from my everyday fucking.
Didn't they say
Completely agree.
that you wouldn't get charged? Like if there's a fucking protest and you hit somebody and hurt them?
Yeah. Somewhere there was a law. If you had to ride, if somebody got in your way protesting, you can run their ass over.
Run their ass over real quick. Fuck it.
I'm sure it's not in Texas though.
Nah, I know, right?
No, I'm sure that is in Texas.
No, it wasn't in Texas. It was like in Cali because that's where it was getting really bad.
Oh, really?
Somewhere in Cali.
You know, what trips me out is if you think about like all the members of Congress and the Senate that are on C-SPAN and don't stand up for like the Pledge of Allegiance and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the fuck, man? Like, these motherfuckers get
Well,
away with it.
they don't care about that stuff either. They like at their true nature, they don't care about that.
They're just doing it because they're white supporters.
Yeah, because of their supporters.
They're the white fans. Well, not just the white fans, because there's black people that also against it.
And Hispanic people and all types, but they're supporters. But their constituency.
It's just
the
they
people
want to
who are voting
have
for
the people that support. I mean, obviously everybody supports the troops.
Yeah.
But everybody that's against the kneeling, they want to keep them happy
Yeah.
because 90% of the time they're the ones spending money.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hood's not buy. We buy
Yeah.
bootleg jerseys. The NFL is not making money off of
Yeah,
us.
because people, I don't know if you know this, but your members of Congress, they hang out all the time. Like they're not mad at each other
Are
most
they?
of the time. Huh?
What the fuck? You mean they're friends?
Yeah, they're friends behind.
We're
the
gonna
scenes.
cut this short. Fuck.
But like, no, because a lot of people, rally behind them. How could those people be hanging out and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But no, they're cool.
Making money.
So,
Yeah.
any last thoughts on this before we move into the last sports segment here? We got
We'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Let's see how it
Donald
plays out.
Trump. Stop saying stupid shit.
Please. Yes.
But
some of the other stuff is okay.
last thing I want to talk about here, Rockets lost. There was a lot of foul calls that were not called in the favor of Rockets. There was a time when Harden shot a three. They called the foul, but they didn't call the 3 points. And the foul happened when he was making the shot.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we can sit here and blame that, but then we can also sit here and say we didn't make 27 3-pointers in a row.
So you remember how y'all were talking about God and shit, right?
Jesus.
Well, it was because you know what I'm saying. Them fools, Golden State said, thank God for letting us win.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't on the Rocket side, so every time them fools shot a three, he blew it out the way.
Hey, there was a time when they went cold where nothing would go in. The ball
Yeah,
would go
but-
around the rim, in and out.
That's why when everybody wants to talk about like how the Rockets got screwed over and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, there was some crazy stat where they missed 26
hell,
out of 27 3-pointers.
It's hard to get in the game
Dude.
when you're losing your momentum every time they don't
Yeah.
fucking call
Nah,
foul, dude.
man.
Nah,
26
that's-
of 27.
Dude,
And
you
I
could
get
see
that.
it.
And I get that. But
Dude,
You could
come
see it in
on.
Harden's face when he's like, "Why the fuck are they not calling shit?" Like
Yeah,
he pretty
I
much
know.
started.
and then
to
there
give
was a
up.
lot of fouls that were calling in favor of. There was one from Golden State.
but
The guy
you-
just
but you-
jumped without being touched, and they called that.
Right.
You also-
The moving
you also-
screen didn't get called.
You also have to remember your bias as well. Because
I'm not
like,
because I just said, we could blame the refs,
I
but
know.
you also got to pay attention to the fact that we missed
Yeah.
27 3-pointers.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not-
the
I'm not taking the
calls,
Rockets side, but I'm
just
saying don't
that
be
if-
blind either.
If you were a Warriors fan, I don't think you would have viewed. You would have.
Of course
viewed it
not,
in that
because you
situation.
want to win.
Yes.
But
So
it doesn't
you
take
being
the
a
fact.
Rockets fan.
But if I was just being a Rockets fan, would I have said don't just blame the refs, blame the 27 3-pointers?
I blame the
I
27.
don't know. I think I'm saying you
Because
would-
I'm not just blaming the refs.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
blaming both.
I know,
but you
you're-
cannot
but
sit here
but
and
you're
tell
still
me.
bringing up a
But you
thing
cannot
about
s-
fouls happening.
hold on, but you
And
cannot
I'm sure
sit-
if you're a Warriors fan,
We're
you
gonna
could-
unplug his mic. No, but you cannot sit here and tell me when they stop calling shit in your favor, you kind of lose momentum.
Big time. You
I'm
can
sure
see.
you
can,
do,
you
but
can,
26 out
Again,
of 27
but I'm not saying that's the reason we
3-pointers?
lost. I'm not saying that's the
Yeah.
reason we lost. I'm saying you cannot be blind to the fact that there was a
Yeah.
lot of fouls that should have been called.
Like if they would have just made about 5 more of those 3-pointers.
I mean, if they would have counted the one he made that didn't count. That was
Well,
three.
that's a whole butterfly effect thing
well,
right there. They
I mean,
lost by more
again-
than 3 points. So
But again, if they would have
Well,
counted those
if he would
fouls,
have counted that, then he would have been on fire and kept on rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
well, not just that,
maybe.
but there was a lot.
I don't know how far momentum takes you in a game like that. I really don't. Like
Man.
you're talking about the finals.
So
Like that's game
what's
7.
what's gonna
I don't
happen
know.
here is Golden State's gonna play the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
The Cavaliers probably gonna get swept.
I give them a 6. I give them 6
6.
games because you're talking about LeBron James.
You think LeBron James gonna join the Rockets?
Yeah, I mean that's a serious possibility.
It's a serious question.
I
'cause
hope he doesn't. I really hope that he doesn't. But like if he wants to, sure, go ahead.
Here was my thing with that was I wanted the Rockets to win this year. Hopefully they would win the championship without LeBron James. Then we can get LeBron James and maybe win next year. Cool. But now it's gonna become one of those cases where if he does join and we win,
It's gonna say it's because
it's because of LeBron James. So
Of
they're
course,
gonna
like you-
overlook everybody else's hard work.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, it would have been dope if they would have won without him.
Yeah.
So that the Rockets as a whole would have got props, not LeBron James won a championship with the Rockets instead
Right.
of the
I don't-
Rockets won a championship.
Even without LeBron James, I think they're good to go. Like because like as long as Chris Paul can stay relatively healthy.
Again, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like as long as Chris Paul can stay relatively healthy next
'Cause
year for the finals,
if we-
like,
if we
or
would've beat 'em-
deeper in the playoffs, I think you're good.
If
to
we
go.
would have beat Golden State, we
Yeah.
go to the finals. Let's say we beat the Cavaliers. Chris Paul's healthy.
Yeah.
Then they would have said this Rockets team won the championship.
Yeah,
In comes LeBron. LeBron won the championship with the Rockets.
because from the other side, you could say, oh, well, they didn't have Andre Iguodala, which is important. He's a good player, but like the other side had Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
See, that's the reason
Like,
I
what
don't like
heck?
the Warriors.
Like, you can't talk about. I'm not saying Iguodala's not a big deal, but like if the Rockets have just James Harden and Chris Paul is banged up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
kinda hard to
what
be-
What the hell are you talking? You're talking about Andre Iguodala? I'm not saying he's not a good player, but
you're
you got
sitting here
Kevin
with-
Durant and Steph Curry,
With 2
bro.
MVPs,
Yeah.
4 All-Stars.
And Kevin Durant and Steph Curry by themselves, if they were on the team by themselves, I would say just put the blame on those 2 guys.
I mean,
then you have like a Draymond Green and a Klay Thompson. Like honestly, it shouldn't have got that far.
Here's my
the
thing.
Warriors should have won in 6 or should have won just much easier.
Here's my thing about why I don't like the Warriors. I don't like Durant.
Yeah.
And there's nothing against Durant. He's a bad fucking man. Like that
Yeah.
dude can ball.
Yeah.
But my problem is
Chasing
when
the championship?
hold on. That's not even my problem. I don't care about that. My problem is when LeBron joined Miami Heat, he took a lot of heat that you joining the Big Three. Even though Chris Bosh was not a guaranteed, and even though obviously the Miami Heat needed LeBron, in way to link up to win the championship, right?
Yeah.
Durant came to a team that would have won the championship even
Had
without him.
Had already won the championship and
They didn't need
had
him.
a very good chance of winning again. Like
So you agree?
He went to a 73
So
win
you
team.
agree?
Yeah.
Okay,
I kind of
you agree.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was a
Hold
little
on.
weak. I think for Kevin Durant, if that's
hold
what you
on,
want to do.
I'm not done. Here's what I'm trying to explain though. People come out and say, that's weak of LeBron, blah blah blah, overrated, try to join the team,
Yeah.
but then turn around and say Kevin Durant's the best player in the world. He joined a team that was going to win the championship
Yeah.
without him.
But I don't know.
The Warriors would be right here, right now, even without him.
I think they would too. I think they would be.
Yeah.
They would be far. I'm not saying that they would have necessarily.
Would the
gotten this far, but
Cavaliers be where
but
they are
there's a
right
good
now
chance.
without LeBron, the way
Nope,
they're playing?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
So,
Not
is
the
LeBron
least
the best
bit.
player? Is LeBron the GOAT?
I mean, I didn't.
Yes or no?
I don't
Yes
like
or no?
that.
So I
No,
can
nope.
move on to what I'm trying to show you.
No.
Well,
No, not for me.
I'm
Not for-
saying
not
for me
I'm not
personally.
saying
Oh,
no.
hold on. To
I'm
you,
just saying
who's the GOAT?
I think you could. It's different times. He
To you,
he
who's
played
the
in
GOAT?
a different time than Michael Jordan did.
Michael Jordan's the GOAT to you? Why?
He played in a different time than
I get
Michael
that,
Jordan
but
did.
answer my question. Is
I'm
Michael-
not saying that Michael Jordan's the GOAT. I'm not saying that LeBron's the GOAT. I'm not saying
So-
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is
So
the
listen.
GOAT.
So
But
listen.
I'm saying that.
So
like,
is Michael Jordan better than LeBron?
one-on-one.
Not one-on-one, just as a whole. What they've done through their career.
LeBron, I don't know. It's a good argument.
Okay,
'cause
well, hold on.
LeBron's been to like 9
I'm
straight
gonna show you what I'm trying to-
NBA Finals, and LeBron.
That's where I'm going
and-
with.
Yeah.
To you,
So,
who's the GOAT?
I don't know.
Oh, I fucks with 23, bro.
Michael?
Yeah.
Why? I like Michael. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just asking, why do you think he's the GOAT?
I'm saying there's an argument for LeBron. And
I'm
there's
gonna
an
show you some
argument
numbers.
for, like,
Hold on.
LeBron,
I'm,
Kareem,
let
Michael
him
Jordan.
answer so I can show
So,
y'all, and then
I
y'all
don't
can
know.
tell me y'all's answers.
I don't know. I'd have to say just because watching him ball as a kid, it was just like badass to watch. I don't know. I just don't care for LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron's, man, I think that's the problem. People just don't like LeBron, but LeBron has been balling for the fucking longest, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, he has. Dude, to drag this team that he's with to the NBA Finals, Jesus
Didn't he have
Christ.
a
And people
fucking record game this past series?
I think he might have. I think he might have. He had a hell of a game. It was he's averaging I think 35 points in the playoffs, which is crazy.
Which is kind of weak because it's LeBron, because he's done better, but it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like a couple of years ago, but like to drag this team because like. Man, because when they made it with Kyrie Irving, you were like, oh, well, you had Kyrie, and then like he's got like Kevin Love. Like Kevin Love is overrated.
So people, but the majority of the people say Kobe and Michael Jordan are the GOAT, either or.
Oh no, I disagree.
Hold on, I'm saying the majority of people.
No.
Yes, to what I've read. Hold on, there's a survey.
Sports writers.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And they say because people's argument is because the amount of rings Jordan has, the team that he had around him, or whatever.
He was undefeated in the
So,
finals.
my
6-0.
friend S.A. Pana wrote this, and we'll show it on the video. It says, always remember, Bill Russell's 11 rings don't matter against Jordan because it's all about body of work. And LeBron's body of work doesn't matter against Jordan because it's all about rings. So at the end of the day, people just don't like LeBron. It's not even that he's... Because LeBron is that fucking good, but people just, for some reason, refuse to give him props.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on without the hearing if it stops. That's what I was ignoring it. I was like, y'all can still hear me. But
well, it's
to
tough.
me,
yeah,
Michael Jordan is the GOAT. To me,
like a lot of people grew up on Michael Jordan and they were at different places. in their
Space
lives
Jam,
with
player.
Michael
That's
Jordan.
all that fucking matters. Space Jam.
but LeBron is, in my opinion, pretty fucking close to passing him up just overall as a player.
I think by the end of his career, he'll probably surpass Michael, dog.
I think so.
Yeah. I think, see, that's the argument that I hear from a lot of sports writers. Really, it's come down to, like, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Like, with the sports writers, they go back and forth between those two guys all the time. And, like, every now and then somebody will mention, like, a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Bill Russell or something like that. But, like, no, it's typically Michael Jordan and LeBron. Like who, as for who it is between those two, like, I don't know. I don't like those conversations.
Like, the Cavaliers right now, if it wasn't for LeBron, the Cavaliers wouldn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, not a chance. Not a chance. And Michael Jordan, people talk about Michael Jordan, but he did have Scottie Pippen. He had Dennis Rodman.
People forget.
I know Dennis Rodman seems like a clown right now, but dude used to rebound the hell out of some balls back in the day,
they're like,
bro.
Michael Jordan didn't have no help.
Like Scottie Pippen is a Hall of Famer, bro.
Man, like,
I'm just saying. And then they talk, and then like,
is there any Hall of Famers in the Cavaliers team right now besides LeBron James?
No. Like maybe Kevin Love, like a low rung.
Maybe. But is he even playing right now though?
Yeah.
They won the last 2 games without him.
He's largely non-existent. Like people just don't talk about him.
So, you guys let us know what y'all think. Who is the GOAT? Who y'all think is the better player? LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or whoever the player of your choice is?
Allen Iverson.
And any last thoughts? Well, before we give any last thoughts, make sure you check out the website www.thejvazshow.com. Add us on social media.
Make sure you subscribe.
The links are on the bottom of the description page. They're in the beginning of the intro as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like Ricky said, we'll have like a link somewhere on here. Check out the podcast on SoundCloud. We have it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. And they added it to some other shit. I haven't really kept up with it because we've been gone for so long. But if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Share the video. Like the video. We'll have some interviews coming up, and we'll probably do some giveaways, some cool shit. And before we sign off, any last comments, any last thoughts?
We've been gone for quite a bit of time, so we missed this, but May was Motorcycle Awareness Month. So if you're out there and you see somebody on 2 wheels, be very careful, you know what I'm saying? Check your blind spot. Give them space. Don't tailgate somebody that's on a bike, because that is annoying.
I got something to say about that. I'm with you. But usually the people on motorcycles are the assholes.
I don't know.
Oh man! Drop that hot take right behind.
I don't know. I've
run them motherfuckers over. Fuck. Oh, you ride a motorcycle now.
I've had people ride my ass in the morning, bro, when it's dark and their fucking brights are on.
I think it's, I don't know about 50-50, but sometimes the motorcyclists they could be better. But I always, even if the motorcyclists are being douchey, try and stay away from them, because you could do more damage to them than they can do to you.
And the last comments on your end.
So that's what I was trying to say. That DJU Entertainment, check them out.
And we're out, bitches.
Later, Gators.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the JVaz Show.